Guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be my absolute favorite makeup from 2017. So these are my favorite products from the drugstore that I fell in love with last year, and I was gonna kind of do a video where I just talked about my favorite products that I used last year. But then I thought, let's take it a step further. Let's actually just talk about the makeup that came out last year and that was my favorite from the drugstore. It just makes more sense. So all of this makeup is from 2017. All of it is drugstore, all of it is affordable. If you want to find out what it is, then please just keep watching. Alright, so let's start with the face stuff first. So I wanted to mention a couple of foundations, and I actually have three different ones for three different reasons. So the first one I wanted to mention is this one that I've been reaching for nonstop since last year. It's the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. It has hyaluronic acid in it, so it plumps up the skin. It makes it feel hydrated if you have any kind of dry flakiness, especially in the winter months. This has been a great go-to, a savior, and I love it so much. It does oxidize a tiny bit, so even though it looks kind of light in the bottle, it gets a tiny bit darker on the skin. It sinks into your skin so quickly. It's very lightweight, easy to blend out, gives you a nice bit of coverage, evens out your skin tone, but isn't cakey or heavy, and it doesn't look obvious on the skin. So I really love this, and one of my favorite things about it is actually the fact that it has that doe foot applicator, so you can just kind of dot it on the face, blend it out with a beauty blender or a brush or sponge, and it does a wonderful job. So I really love this, and I had to mention it. The next favorite is for when you're going to a party or a special event and you have to have that makeup all day, all night, and just last and last, but you don't want it to be heavy, you don't want it to be thick, you want it to look very natural, and this is basically second skin makeup. So thin, so lightweight, but it evens everything out, looks beautiful, doesn't give any flashback. It's just a perfect foundation for that. It's the Wet n Wild Photofocus. Mine is in soft beige. It comes with a little spatula, which again helps you to kind of just dot it on the face and blend it out. Really easy to work with, but it is the most full coverage drugstore foundation that is in that $5 price range. This is sweat proof, this is everything proof. It's amazing, it's long wearing, it's beautiful, and it makes your skin look so healthy. I really love it, so I had to mention this one as well. I couldn't pick just one from last year because this is kind of like a tinted moisturizer, but with more coverage. This is more of a foundation. Now let's move on to the third favorite. So the third one goes to the CoverGirl Clean Matte BB Cream. This is specifically for oily skin. I love to use this in my T-zone area. Sometimes I'll combine it with another foundation, but I'll definitely wear this on its own. It's great in the summer months when you get a little bit oilier, and it's a beautiful kind of, I would say, satin finish. It's not too matte and not too illuminating. It does say matte, but I feel like this is more of a satin finish. It's a very comfortably wearing product. I got one for my mom as well. She loves it. Moving on to powder, I have to say that the Wet n Wild Photofocus pressed powder is one of the most amazing powders from the drugstore. If I remember correctly, I believe that this is $2.99. I love the fact that it has a round dome shape to it, and this is so incredibly comparable to the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I have it right here. They're basically the exact same product, except this is super pricey. This is in that $20 price range. This is $3. I set my full face with this. I set my under eye concealer with this. Beautiful, beautiful face product from the drugstore. Go right now. Pause this video, go to your local Walgreens or CVS, find it, pick it up. I'm in shade Warm Light, and it has been my holy grail. It's been my best friend. I quickly wanted to mention a blush and bronzer that I didn't include in this video, but I will give a quick mention to both. So the bronzer that I believe is from the year before last is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula in Just Bronzer. Love it because it's so perfect for contouring, bronzing, blending. It's fail proof. You can't put too much. You won't look muddy. It's just a perfect product, like coconuts, tropical vacation, and a little compact. Love it, but it's not from 2017, but it was a favorite. So quickly mentioning that. And then the blush I just mentioned in my December favorites, so it won't be a surprise. The Burt's Bees Blush in Toasted Cinnamon. This is the most amazing blush because it's supposed to be matte. I'm wearing it today. I really love that it gives not necessarily a shimmer, but almost a satin finish. There's some sort of sheen to this product that is very natural looking, almost like a glow from within. And I have definitely been loving applying that blush with this brush from Morphe, the MB5. It's a nice large face stipple brush, so you can just kind of buff that product in, blend it out, and you're finished. Had to mention that. So moving on to setting sprays, of course I had to talk about the Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is actually my second bottle since last year. Love it. It primes, it corrects, it sets. 16-hour wear. It does have alcohol in it, which I don't like, but apart from that, the other products are really nice for your skin, and it does make your makeup last. So I save this for special occasions when I'm putting a lot of powders on my face. It helps to set that and keep things looking natural. So that's why I really like the Make It Last setting spray from Milani, and I believe this is under $10. I think it's $9.99. Cream contour, you guys. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know what I'm going to talk about. It's the Jordana Sculpt and Go Creamy Contour Stick. This is a $4 product. It is amazing. So you can just kind of carve out those cheekbones, carve out your nose, do the forehead, along the jawline, and then you just blend it out. And I like to do that before I do my foundation, and it gives me a nice kind of chiseled look. And then I go over my foundation with powder, and it's just a beautiful contoured finish. This is so easy to work with, so affordable, and it's just so much easier to work with a stick than it is with a pan and a brush and just that whole mess. So love this. I had to mention it again, and I'm in number 2, medium. Moving on to mascara. This probably is in everyone's 2017 favorites, the Voluminous Lash Paradise from L'Oreal. Pretty much a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, but I like this more because it's not quite as clumpy. It does a great job of lengthening, but also separating and just creating a nice voluminous effect to my lashes that is somehow natural at the same time. Super easy to remove at night. Love this product. This tube is just about finished. I'm gonna pick up a new one soon because definitely holy grail status. For lip, we have to go with the Maybelline times Gigi Hadid lipsticks. I picked up these 2 nudes. I also have a red one which I was wearing and mentioned in my December favorites called Lonnie. These 2 are Erin and Tora. I have kind of a mixture of both of them on my lips today. I mainly put Tora on with a lip liner that I'm gonna mention in a second, and then this is the lighter nude, and then the little bit darker, deeper nude Erin I put on top just to kind of deepen around the edges, but they're both beautiful nudes. This is Erin, as you can see, and then Tora is a lot lighter, but these 2 are just beautiful go-to nudes, and I really love the formula. I'm not surprised because I love the Maybelline creamy matte formula anyway, and I figured that's what these would be like, so these lipsticks are definitely worth checking out. And then the lip liner I have paired underneath of those lip products is the Maybelline Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in Nude Whisper number 105. This lip liner is like the dupe for the Tora lipstick. I feel like they're the exact same shade. I lined my lips with the Nude Whisper shade, put Tora on top, and it was almost as if I was applying the exact same color. So if you were able to pick up the Tora lipstick but you couldn't find the Tora matching lip liner, don't worry about it. Just check their Shaping Lip Liner in Nude Whisper because it's basically the exact same thing. These are best friends, they work well together, and I really like these Maybelline lip liners because they have a super creamy formula that helps you to kind of glide around your lips and overdraw them and fill them and all that, but there's also some kind of thickness to the formula that keeps any lipstick that you apply on top from feathering out, which is awesome because they act as a lip barrier kind of product, and they're super affordable. Love Maybelline lip liners and lip products anyway, but I had to mention that one. And then if you want something a little more affordable, jump over to Wet n Wild. Their gel lip liners are even creamier, really amazing, long wearing, stay put, don't budge, and my favorite has been the shade Bear to Comet. It's a little bit deeper than the shade I'm wearing right now, but I really love it. It's a great everyday go-to and super creamy, and I think these are like $3. And then I guess I might as well jump into my last lip favorite. It's from e.l.f. I don't really know if this came out last year, but I did buy it earlier in the 2017 year. I do remember that. It's a dual lip product that's perfect for your purse because it has 2 shades in here, one on either side, and I love the fact that it shows you a moon on one side and a sun on the other. So basically one is for day and one is for night. I don't know if you can see from here, but there's a little sun on one side and there's a little moon. I just think that's such cute packaging. Beautiful soft nude right here and then a darker mauve on this side. This is called the Need It Nudes Duo. They smell like vanilla or cocoa bean. They just smell really delicious. They're super creamy. They glide on really nicely, but they stay on. Gorgeous little lip duo. I love the fact that it's handy. It's perfect for the purse, and it's just a really nice product. They have other shades, but the one in Need It Nudes is the one that's my absolute favorite. I really love the e.l.f. logo too. It makes me think of Calvin Klein. It's just so clean and minimal, and e.l.f. is always amazing. Moving on to eyeshadow, it was really hard for me. I wanted to pick a palette. I didn't want to stick to single shadows because I've mentioned so many in my past favorites videos, which you guys can go back through and check those out. I wanted to mention a palette and it had to go to one. I had to pick one. So I finally decided on the Maybelline City Mini palette in Rooftop Bronzes. I love this because it's adorably compact, so easy to travel with, and it's full of 6 shimmery, beautifully gorgeous shimmering shades. You have all the neutrals of your life that you would wish for, want, and hope for, but you also have really pretty bronzes as well. So it's a really complimentary palette to work with, especially in the holiday season, but I would wear this pretty much year round. It's just gorgeous neutrals. You can mix this up with a matte shadow or even take your matte bronzer for the crease just to give you some kind of matte transitioning shade, and use the rest of this for the rest of your eye look. It's perfect, it's affordable, creamy. So impressed with how little fallout I get from these shadows, but how much pigmentation payoff I get from these colors. So it's definitely worth looking into. Check out the other ones too. There's other shades. This is the only one I picked up because it was the only one that really kind of called my name, but I love it. And then last but not least, I have highlight for you guys. So the single highlighter comes from Maybelline. This is their Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in number 100 Molten Gold. Think about the most popular highlighter that you've seen on YouTube, and I think that's Laura Geller's Gilded Gold. This is the dupe for that. I believe this is $10, so it is kind of pricey for drugstore. It's not $3, it's not $4 or $5, but it's definitely worth it because the size of this pan is humongous, lasts you forever. It's the highlight I'm wearing today, and it gives me the most gorgeous glow. Whenever I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror and I'm wearing this highlight, I'm always like, what highlight am I wearing? Because I fall in love with it every single time. And when I remember that it's the Maybelline one, there's nothing else I need in my collection. I could literally get rid of so many high-end things that are just sitting in there, sitting in the drawer collecting dust, when this one is so amazing. I would also compare it to the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector highlight from Jaclyn Hill. She made one called Champagne Pop. I feel like this is the dupe. This might be a little bit more gold, whereas that one has a bit more peach to it. That's $40. I think it's even discontinued now. This is still available at your drugstore, and it's $10. So when you think about it that way, it's definitely worth it. So gorgeous. I just love it. I love it. I love it. And I'll even use it as eyeshadow sometimes. Perfect. It's just, there's no other words. And then the last one is the Flower Beauty palette. This is called their Shimmer and Strobe Highlighting Palette in SP1, so I guess it's the lightest one. It doesn't have a mirror, but it's still definitely worth it because you have 3 gorgeous, gorgeous highlights. These are amazing, and the brush ain't too bad. It's pretty good. It's definitely something worth looking into. Stop off at your local Walmart, even if you hate going into Walmart like me, but it's worth it for their makeup. Or you can check this out on the Flower Beauty website. This is the most amazing pigmented palette of highlight from the drugstores. You'll see in the swatch. Just had to mention it. I got this last year, had to mention it in this video. It's just so amazing. Drew Barrymore is doing remarkable things with her makeup line. I definitely want to pick up some more Flower Beauty stuff in 2018. So that's it, guys. That rounds everything up. As you can tell, or maybe you can't tell, but I am freezing. I'm wearing my little beanie from Etsy. I picked this up quite a few years ago. I love it because of the little buttons. It's just so cozy. It's cold outside. It's been in the teens every single morning here. We're breaking records. It's never been this cold this time of year in North Carolina. We do get down into the 40s and the 30s, but I'm talking about 14, 16, 17 degrees every morning. So cold that it's hard to keep the house warm inside. We have our little space heaters on. I've been wearing 2 pairs of socks, slippers. I have a long sleeve shirt, my sweater. It's crazy. It's nuts. It snowed this morning, but I think it's starting to break up now because the sun, yeah, I think most of it's starting to melt. There's still some on the roof. Let me know what you want to see next. Not really sure what I want to film. Thinking of doing maybe the what's in my bag video. I haven't done that in a while. Share with you guys what I keep in my handbag on a daily basis, I guess. It was requested to me to do that on Twitter. If you have any other recommendations or requests, please let me know down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel so that I can see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and I will see you guys very, very soon.